day, everyone. My name is Susan and welcome to a nice little short chair yoga class. So we just want you to relax in your chair. Now when you're choosing a chair for a few little stretches, if you can, try and find a nice chair that's maybe a little more a sturdier chair. All right, you don't necessarily have to have a cushion on the chair unless you really need to. Nice sturdy chair. All right. Now sitting nice and comfortable in your chair. You can do this with shoes on if you'd like, bare feet or with socks. I like to be bare feet myself and I usually have a little yoga mat here just to keep my feet off the floor. But you don't necessarily have to have a mat either, all right? So sitting nice and comfortable in your chair, I want you just to lean back. Just lean back, all right? Relax your legs. So we always start our class with a couple minutes of breathing. Pranayama. Prana is breath and pranayama is breath control. Now the breathing, of course, is in through the nose, out through the nose. Nice, long, smooth breath. So today for our pranayama, we're going to sit in Namaste Mudra. So sit back in your chair. Just bring your hands together over your heart center. So Namaste Mudra balances the ego and the heart, connects with our higher self. It's also a salutation. The spirit in me respects the spirit in you. So while you're practicing your pranayama, I'd like you, if you'd like, to choose a mantra. And a mantra is a positive affirmation. Or they also call it a mind wave or a wave of the mind. So a phrase or a word, anything that inspires you, that uplifts you, that makes you feel good. And you can repeat it over and over again through your pranayama, even through the whole class if you'd like. All right, it's just something you can do on your own if you're interested. Now, sitting nice, comfortable in your chair. Close your eyes. Let's take a nice, long, smooth breath together to tune out. Now's the time to settle your mind and drop your day and to set an intention for your practice today. Focus on any situation in your life that needs guidance from your higher self. It's time to lower the heart rate, lower our blood pressure, and lower our anxiety level. Try to find stillness in mind and body. Slowly bring yourself out of your pranayama. You can open your eyes if you'd like. I want you to rub your hands together. Now at this point, I'd like you to sit nice and tall in your chair. So straighten that spine out and let's rub our hands together to activate our hand chakra. Hands onto your heart center. If you'd like, close your eyes. Let's take a nice, long, smooth breath together. Just slow it down. Relax the shoulders. One more breath. And on the exhale, draw 3 fingers. Keep the index fingers together, preparing for Jupiter Mudra. Take your breath. And on the exhale, if you can, I'd like you to see if you can lift your arms up all the way. Now sitting nice and tall on those sit bones, let's wake up that physical body, let's wake up that spine. Just try and relax the shoulders. If this bothers your shoulders or your arms, you can bring your arms down a little bit lower. Put them anywhere you'd like, all right? You can always have room to make those little adjustments, but still get the same stretch. And let's lengthen that spine out. Breathe. Breathing into Jupiter Mudra, which is good luck and expansion, are activated when together. Focus your energies on breaking through barriers for one more breath. On the exhale, release the hands. Keep them over your head if you can. Let's go. Inhale into a gentle back bend, or just reach up to the ceiling if that feels better for you. Reach. And really lengthen those arms. Release the shoulders. Breathe. One more breath. On the exhale, slowly, very gentle with the shoulders, bring your arms down. Place them right on your lap. Again, with a straight spine, take your breath. And on the exhale, let's do a forward fold. I want you just to slide your hands down along the side of your legs. Just bow your head around your back just a little bit. You don't have to go far. And just relax. This is a forward fold, so this is going to release the shoulders, also start stretching and releasing the spine and the muscles up and down your back for one more breath. On the exhale, slowly come up, slide your hands up. All right, hands on the lap, roll the shoulders out. Roll them forward and back, just move them gently. All right, so I just want you to remember on the breathing, try to focus on the breath, long and smooth. And when you inhale, always suspend your breath just for a few seconds. So just hold your breath for a few seconds and then exhale completely. All right, do what you can, listen to your body, respect your limitations. If you can't move very much, don't worry about it. Just focus on the breath, do what you can, all right? And if it doesn't feel good, you don't have to do it, all right? So let's start with a very gentle neck stretch, all right? So I want 2 fingers on the right side of the jaw. Make sure that you're sitting nice and tall. And at this point, I want you to pay attention to how your legs feel. Your feet, your ankles are lined up underneath your knees, all right? So you're nice and relaxed, the legs are relaxed. 2 fingers on the right side of the jaw with a straight spine. Take your breath. On the exhale, I want you just to push your face very gently to the left. Breathe. And this is a gentle neck stretch, releasing the right side of the neck right into the shoulder. You don't have to force your neck. Just move it a little bit. Take a breath. On the exhale, bring your face to neutral position. Let's do the other side. 2 fingers on the left side of your face. Take your breath. On the exhale, gentle release of the neck. Left side of the neck going into the shoulder. Like I said, don't force your body. Even if you barely move, it doesn't matter. The neck muscles are really small anyway, so it doesn't take a lot for them to be tight, to be compressed. So you just want a very gentle stretch, especially if you have issues with your neck or your upper spine. On the exhale, bring your face forward. Hands on the lap, roll the shoulders out. Perfect. Take your breath. Exhale, I want you just to look up to the ceiling. Just tilt your head back a little bit, and let's get a stretch along the front, the throat, front of the neck. Breathe. In through the nose and out through the nose for 1 more breath. On the exhale, slowly bring your head all the way to you bow. Keep your back straight, keep breathing, and releasing the back of the neck now and going into the upper back and into the shoulders as well. Just tilt your head forward a little bit, just bow your head. 1 more breath. On the exhale, slowly come up. All right, perfect. Let's do a nice shoulder shrug from here. Take your breath. On the exhale, if you can, I want you to bring your shoulders up and I want you to hug your ears with your shoulders as tight as you can, that's comfortable. And this is a nice way to release the tension into the upper back and the shoulders, and also starting to engage and wake those muscles up. On the exhale, come down all the way, and you can just feel wonderful relaxation settling into the upper back, into the shoulders. All right. Now from here, I want you to reach out with the right arm, bend it slightly at the elbow, left hand onto the right elbow. Now here, you can keep your arm down a little bit. Let's do a shoulder stretch from here. On the exhale, I want you just to gently pull on the elbow. Now if you find this stretch is more effective if your arm is here, here, or here, it doesn't matter. Find the place that feels just right. And if you need a deeper stretch, you can pull on the arm a little bit more or less, whatever feels good for you. Follow the rhythm of the breath. The breath is there to guide you. And on the next exhale, release. Let's go to the other side. Right hand on left elbow. Adjust the position of where you want your arm to be for that stretch. And on the exhale, just gently. It's almost like giving yourself a little hug. You can, if you want to hold on and really give yourself a hug, you can do that too as you're stretching. You can do that as well. On the exhale, slowly release. All right. Now roll them out. Follow the breath. Don't forget to breathe. Keep that breath going. And now I want you to try and get a little more movement. Really roll them out. Forward and backwards. Just loosen everything up. And if anything we do, or if you start to do something in it, you're going to experience pain. If you find it's going to aggravate any condition you might have, you don't have to do it. Just stop and relax. Breathe. All right, so let's do a nice upper back stretch again. So I want you to inhale, arms up, hands together, lace the fingers, palms out. Now if you can, Your arms will be shoulder height. If this is a little bit too much for your shoulders, bring them down a little bit if you'd like. Now on the exhale, I want you to reach out. Keep your back straight, shoulders are relaxed. And let's really get a nice stretch into the upper back, the shoulders, the shoulder blade. One more breath. On the exhale, slowly release. Gently bring the arms down. Now from here, I'd like you to hold on to the side of the chair and let's do a nice seated fish pose. And this particular one is going to release the chest now, the pectorals. So just hold on to the edge of the chair very lightly. Make sure that you're sitting tall, shoulders are relaxed. Take your breath. And on the exhale, bring the shoulders up, bring them back, slide them down, shoulder blades together. Now don't have to jam them together, just bring them together, go as far as comfortable. If you're really tight and really stiff and you can't move very much, just do what you can. Try to follow the breath. Now this particular one is our seated fish pose. This is specifically for releasing, lengthening, stretching the pectorals, the chest, opening up the ribs so there's lots of room to breathe and opening up your heart center for one more breath. And on the exhale, bring the shoulders up, forward and down. All right. And let's go right into our mountain pose. So this is a place where you can come to. If you decide that you want to skip a particular move we're doing or a particular stretch, or you just have to come out of it, come here to your mountain. Now sitting nice and tall, always being aware of your posture. Let your arms hang down and breathe. And this is our mountain Tadasana. Like I said, this is a place you can come to anytime during the class. Just come right here, hang out, relax. Even if you don't do half the class, it doesn't matter. It's all about the breath, settling the mind and just bringing yourself right here, right now, where nothing matters but how you feel in this moment, the breath, where you are and what you're doing. All right, let's do one more breath. From here, bring your hands onto your lap. So we're going to do a nice little move called a kickback. So I'm going to give you 2 ways to do this one here. I'm going to demo both ways and you can decide on what feels best for you. So here we're going to be leaning from side to side. So if you can, the hands are going to come up just behind the head. All right, sitting tall, we're just going to lean from side to side. If this is going to bother your shoulders, you can do the same thing by putting your hands right on your hips. You can do exactly the same thing, all right? But in any case, whatever you decide to do, make sure that you're sitting tall. Shoulders are relaxed, or like I said, being aware of our posture. So this way you can really work. We're going to engage some core muscles, obliques, and also a nice lateral flexion, moving the spine from side to side. Now I'm going to do it this way here. Hands are just gently, don't tug on your head now, just gentle behind your head. Take your breath, exhale, and just tilt slightly to the right. And this is a stretch. You're going to feel a nice lengthening of the left side of the body. Like I said, engaging your abdominal muscles, your obliques, muscles in your back as well. Take your breath. Exhale up. Let's go to the left. Take your breath. Exhale. Try to keep your body nice and lined up if you can. Try to keep that breath going. Don't forget to breathe and don't hold your breath. On the exhale, come up. Perfect. Keep your hands here if you can. Take your breath. On the exhale, I just want you to turn to the right. It's a nice gentle version of a twist pose. One more breath. Exhale, center. So we're also starting to work that spine a little more. Exhale, left. If your hands are on your hips, you can do exactly the same thing. One more breath. Exhale, back to center. Slowly bring the arms down. Shoulders are a little tired. Bring your hands on your lap and roll them out if you need to. Perfect. All right. Let's do a nice cat and cow. So the cat and cow is going to start working a little bit more spine, a little bit more flexibility in the spine, but also going to stretch out your abdominals and your chest. From here, I want you to put your hand, just hold on to the side of the chair lightly. Make sure you're sitting nice and tall. Your legs, everything's nice and lined up and relaxed. Let's go. Inhale. I want you to look up to the ceiling so you've got a little bit of a C-scoop spine. Exhale as you arch the back, chin to chest, belly button to spine, round the shoulders, And follow the breath. Inhale up, cat and cow. This is our cow. You get a nice stretch into your chest. You get a stretch into your belly. And on the exhale, into your little cat, you lengthen and stretch that spine out, release upper back. This is a wonderful stretch for your lower back. One more set. Breath and motion, meditation motion, cat and cow. Exhale. And when you finish your last little cat, bring yourself up. All right, roll the shoulders out. All right, so we're going to do another move, a nice little move here. We're going to do the same thing, but now we're going to work some legs. We're going to add a leg in it as well. And this is called the dancing cat. So I'm going to do a little demo for you, and we'll see what we can do, all right? So this one here, I'm going to be coming up into my little cow. Now, when I lean into my cat, I'm going to lift my foot off the floor, all right? So you might not be able to arch your back as much. That doesn't matter because now you're adding another movement. So when you lift your foot off the floor, you don't worry about how high, just get it off the floor. If you're a little stronger, you can bring it up as high as you'd like, all right? But you can decide that when you start doing it, you'll be able to gauge where you need to be. So lifting the leg up here is also going to start working some leg muscles, the quads, the hip flexors, abdominals again, pelvic floor muscles, and some buttock as well. All right, so let's see if we can do that. It's a little bit of coordinating your breath with motion as well. So we're going to do 3 on each side, all right? If you get tired and you can only do 1, come back to your mountain and hang out and wait for us if you'd like, okay? So let's start. Let's go. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale, put the foot on the floor all the way up. Exhale. And this is called our dancing cat. One more time, up. Put on the floor. Bring yourself to neutral position. Let's try the other side. And if you decide that you do one and it's a little bit too much for your leg, what you can do is just continue with cat and cow. Don't worry about the leg. So you can make that little judgment call and make those adjustments as you go along. Sitting tall, let's try it again. Let's try this side here now. Let's go. Inhale up. Exhale. Relax the shoulders, follow the breath. This is the last time, up. Down, bring yourself neutral place. All right, perfect. Roll the shoulders up, put your hands on your lap, roll it out. All right, great. So now we're going to start working some arms, lower arms, forearms, hands, and fingers. So sit back in your chair. Make sure you're still sitting nice and tall, always being aware of your posture. All right, do your best with your posture. If you're not, if you're straight, your spine is not that straight, just try to make yourself comfortable, however you're sitting, all right, basically. And the breath is there to guide you, so keep the breath going. Now I want you just to reach out with the left. Keep the fingers open, bend at the wrist slightly, turn it out. Now bring the arm down a little lower so we can focus on the forearm, the wrist, and the hand, not so much the shoulder now, all right? This is a nice stretch to decompress, lengthen, stretch the extensor muscles along the forearm, the wrist, and the hand, and along the side as well. On the next exhale, straighten the hand, bring it up, gently bring the fingers, releasing, stretching the flexor muscle, the wrist, and into the hand. So I want you just to take it easy, slow it down. It's not a race. There's no winner, all right? It's a lovely journey. There's no destination in your yoga practice. And on the exhale, release. Let's see if we can do this side here. Bend and out. Focusing on the breath, trying to keep your mind clear. So concentrate on what you're doing. If you have thoughts that come into your mind and there's always something floating around, acknowledge the thought and let it go. Just pretend the window's open and it just flies out that window. Come back to what you're doing. And if that thought comes back, whatever it is, acknowledge the thought, let it go. Suck it right, let it fly out that window. On the exhale, bring it up, bring it back. So really focus on what you're doing. That's all that matters right now. is where you are, what you're doing the whole time we're together. And the breath, of course. On the exhale, release. All right, let's work those fingers now. All right, let's get a little movement into the fingers. So putting your hand together, let me show you quickly what we're going to do. So we're just going to touch the tip of the fingers. You're going to work your way back, nice and slow, all right? So together. This is a little eye-hand coordination as well. So let's just release and decompress, loosen up those nice tight fingers. A lot of us have issues with the fingers, little arthritis, maybe some stiff tight fingers. Work your way back to your thumb. So let's just move those fingers around and kind of lubricate those joints and release the tight nerves, blood vessels, and muscles. Once you get back to your thumb, I want you to open up your hands and stretch it out as much as you can. Lengthen those fingers, get a deep stretch into the palm of the hand, and then relax. Just let your hands go limp. Then I want you to shake them out. Shake them out. Release the tension in the hands. Shake everything out. And then wiggle them around if you want. Play piano if you'd like. You can round the wrists as well. Play piano. Perfect. All right, roll the shoulders out. Perfect. All right, let's work our way down. So before we go into our legs, let's do a nice gentle twist pose. So let's work on that spine just a little bit more. So from here, I'd like you can just leave your legs the way they are today. All right, so left hand on right knee, right hand, hopefully you've got a nice little handle you can hold on to here. All right, so with a straight spine, take your breath, and on the exhale, I want you gently to look over the right shoulder. Your back is straight, shoulders are relaxed. Now, if you want to go a little deeper in this particular position or stretch, you can push on the knee a little bit to the left, you'll go a little further. Be very gentle with your spine. If you have issues with your back or your spine, don't force it, don't torque your back or your neck. Even if you move a little bit, that's okay. If you decide you want to go a little deeper, do it on your exhale. We always move on the exhale. Make sure your back is straight, your head is nice and tall. One more breath. On the exhale, slowly release. Counter pose, let's go right to the other side. Right hand on left knee, left hand holding on to your little handle here on the side of the chair. Breath to center. Exhale. Now the gentle twist pose, the breath is exactly the same. Even in this position, that breath is long and smooth. So don't struggle with the breathing. Take it easy. Just do your best. But that breath is consistent. And if you're not sure about the breath, the inhale and the exhale, if you want to count maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, hold it for 4 and exhale for 4. Maybe that'll help you regulate your breathing if you need that. And let's really work on releasing the spine, keeping it flexible, agile, and supple. Releasing the nerves, blood vessels, and the muscles up and down the spine for one more breath. On the exhale, slowly come back. Right out of our twist pose, roll the shoulders out. Roll it out. All right. And let's work some ankles and some legs now. So I want you just to, now make sure you're sitting comfortably. If you want, you can move up a little bit in your chair if you need to. I want you to get your feet off the floor. They don't have to be very high. Just get them off the floor if you can. Let's do a nice plantar flexion. So you can have your hands on your lap. If you need to, hold on to the side of the chair, all right? And let's push the foot forward. Inhale. Exhale, bring it all the way back. Push it forward. This is plantar flexion, the action of moving the foot forward and bringing it back. So this is all about the ankle, the foot, the toes, but also engaging the lower leg muscles. You can feel your calves. One more set. Inhale, forward. Exhale. And relax. Just let your legs, let your feet fall. Let your knees fall open a bit. Sit tall and just stay right here. Breathe. Shoulders are relaxed. You're feeling calm. Nice and quiet. If you want, close your eyes. And let's do one more for the feet, okay? Now, I want you to bring your feet off the floor a little bit now. We're just going to work our toes. So all we're going to do here is we're just going to play piano. I just want you to wiggle your toes around and round your ankles, but a little bit faster. Even though your breath is slow, move your ankles and feet. We're going to do the hands as well together. Now, let's play piano. Round the ankles and the wrists. Move those toes around. Really articulate those toes and those fingers. Move everything around. Let's really get a nice movement. Stretch those toes out. And that'll engage all the muscles in your foot as well. And one more breath. All right. back them up. Now I want you to make sure your ankles are lined up right underneath your knees, all right? So now we're gonna work another little movement. Let's work some legs as well. So I need you to scooch up in your chair a little bit. Now from here, I'd like you to open up your legs nice and wide. Now, make sure the ankles are lined up underneath your knees and back your feet up. Make sure your feet, you can put them in a V, or if you want, if it's more comfortable to have your feet a little bit straighter, make that adjustment so that you find a place that feels right. Now having your legs open, make sure that your sit bones are on the edge of the chair so that you feel comfortable. If you lean forward, press down on the feet so that you're anchored and you feel stable and you're not going to slide off the chair. All right, so you can relax, because when you're comfortable, you're confident. All right, now we're going to do a couple of moves from here. Now sitting like this is a gentle hip opener. It's going to release, start stretching the inner thighs, the pelvic floor, groin area, releasing the buttocks as well. All right, and like I said, starting to wake up and release those tight hips. Okay, so we're going to do a nice little goddess stretch. So I want you just to lean on the left thigh with your forearm, just like this. Let me show you what we're going to do, and then I'll show you a couple other ways to do it. What I'm going to do is my back is nice and straight. I'm going to come up, I'm going to inhale up, and I'm going to reach. If you can lean to the left. Now, if this is going to be a little uncomfortable for you, for your shoulder or your arm, put your hand on your hip and do the same thing. Just do it this way, all right? So let's try it together. Let's go. Inhale up. Exhale over, if you can, or just reach up here. Make sure the arm is lined up to the head, to the side of the body, and you're not leaning forward or tilted back. Spread those fingers like rays of sunshine, and let's get a stretch down the right side of your body, all the way right into the hip. Breathe. One more breath. Exhale up. This is also engaging core muscles. Let's go to the other side. Straighten the spine. Let's go. Inhale up. Exhale over. Remember, you can put your hand on your hip and do it that way if you'd like. Breathe. Exhale down. Perfect. All right. Hands on the lap, roll the shoulders out. We'll just stay here. All right. Let's inhale, arms up. Shoulder height if you can. Exhale, I want you to lean forward into a squat. Lean forward. Keep your back straight, head level with your spine. You can press down on the feet if you'd like. The lower you go, the deeper the stretch you will feel. And this is going to start working your thighs, your quads, hip flexors again. Back is straight, head is level with your spine. One more. Exhale up, push yourself up, nice and strong. All right, now from here, we're going to do our child's pose. Keep your legs open a little bit longer if you can. Roll the shoulders out. Now the child's pose is a nice little rest. It's a body stretch as well. Two ways to do this one here. The full child's pose would be all the way down here. But if you find that's going to make you dizzy for any reason, if that's not going to feel good for you, just rest your arms on your thighs and just kind of hang out. Look at the floor and just hang out here, all right? So preparing for our child's pose, take your breath. On the exhale, and just hang out. And this is a wonderful stretch for your spine, releasing the spine, the shoulders, the muscles up and down your back. Breathe. Child's pose, Balasana. And then now's the time to thank yourself for being here today, for taking the time to share this with me, and with yourself, to breathe, to stop, just stop everything. Turn everything off, turn the noises off, turn everything off, and just focus on the sensations of your breath and just releasing the tension, working on decompressing your body, lengthening, strengthening, and stepping away from the busyness or whatever's going on outside those doors. A little time for yourself, a little sanctuary. On the exhale, come up slowly. All right. And slowly bring the legs together. Sit back in your chair, and I want you to lean back. Now let's prepare for our Savasana, meditation, relaxation, reflection time. However you choose to bring this into your practice today. Resting comfortably in your chair, sit back. And now I want you just to find a place where you can melt into your chair. If you want, let your legs, you can straighten your legs, you can let your arms hang down. It doesn't matter what position you're in at this point. You can bow your head. Just find that place where you just, like I said, melt into your chair. Relax, close your eyes. Just breathe. Let your mind, your body, and your soul absorb the vibrations of the bells, bringing your own energy to its appropriate frequency. Slowly bring yourself back into the room, back into your space. Bring life back to your body. Wiggle your fingers and toes if you'd like. Now from here, I'd like you to bring yourself back to a straight seated position. Straighten that spine, relax the shoulders. Bring your hands together. Let's rub them vigorously to activate our hand chakra. Hands onto your heart center. Close your eyes. Let's take a nice long smooth breath together to tune in. Inhale. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Satnam. Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace. May love and light be with you always. Namaste. All right. All done. Lovely. Nicely done, everyone. And of course, remember you can do these classes over and over again if you'd like. And thank you so much for joining me today, and have a lovely day. All right. Till next time.